Hello everybody, welcome back to another video where today we are here back in Loomian Legacy, and now it's been quite a while. It's been about maybe I'd say like 12 hours since the update came out, and I have garnered quite a bit of information. Now I've seen in the comments that some people can't beat the Noli X Metronette, so to beat it, let's talk about the battle first. So in the cutscene, you are given 5 Loomians. You're given this Halvantic, you're given a Harvesect, you're given a the handle type Loomian, you're given the Myriath, and I think you're given, well, I think that's it. And then also, no, you're given the Shan. So what you want to do is, you know your Lashan, you want to lead with that, which you're going to be forced to lead with that anyway, and what you want to do is you want to either set up Peace of Mind for the first 2 turns, or you want to use Gnarly Gash, because that lowers its melee defense, and this Noli Metronette has really bad physical to melee defense, so if you get that down, then it will make it easier for the rest of the plan to happen. Now, that thing does use fire type attacks, as well as ghost type attacks, which most of your team is weak to. If it ever does use a fire type attack, you want to use the Candle Pot Loomian, because the Candle Loomian has an ability that absorbs fire type attacks and in turn increases your energy. So you want to use that to get a bit of damage off anyway. Please note that you probably won't be doing much damage if you bring it out too late, because what's going to happen is you're going to set up Peace of Mind in that situation, since if you look on that Candle Loomian, you can see that it has square 1. Now, you don't want to use this square 1 immediately, because you need to save it and you can only use it once, so you want to save it for right at the end. So I would suggest not using the Candle Loomian unless you're really desperate. Now, in terms of using the Halvantic and the Mirror Loomians, they're not really great for the battle, but you know, you can still manage. Now, the real star of the show is, where is he now? This guy, Harvesect. Now, I don't think the Hell Type he has in the battle is really that good at all, but his ability is Life Force, and first of all, it's a pretty good ability if you know how to use it and if you have the right moves like Paratize and Bulk Up and Soul Harvest and stuff like that. Well, if you look at its training, it has 100 melee attack, which normally would not be that good, but if you look at its type, it is Bug and Spirit, and it has the move Paratize, which is quite effective against the Metronette. So right at the end, to clean up the battle, you want to use this guy, this Harvesect, this guy with the green spirit scarf on and kind of like the skull face. So also in this event, you can get banners, you can get rideables. Now, I've not actually got any of the rideables, but if you look over to here, you can get the Metronette Noli background and the Void Star. I've actually got both of them, so we'll go ahead and check that out right now. If you go to the ID, we go to the profile, we go to edit profile, we go to background. I actually bought the background here. So this is what they both look like. So this is the border, which is kind of like a Forsaken type border, and the background is the Noli X Metronette. Now, I don't really like it, as in, I don't think it's bad. I think it is really good, but I do like Zhuilong a whole lot better. I've been looking for a hidden ability Zhuilong this whole time, and haven't seemed to be able to find one, which is actually kind of gutting. We will go over how to get cake points really fast in another video. I know I'm kind of dragging this out, but I do kind of need views since my channel has kind of been dying lately, even though, you know, we're 170 subscribers, and that is a great segue into the next part of this video. Please consider subscribing and liking, because they both help me on an absolute ton. Comment down below if there's anything else you need help with, because from the comments and judging from like the streamer watch on Jamie or whatever his name was, he's pretty good. You should go check him out. He's got like 128,000 subscribers, and he is in charge of the PvP scene. So any PvP related questions, you can either ask me or you can ask him. I'd recommend asking him though, because I'm not that invested in this PvP scene anymore. But yeah, he comes out with great videos on how to beat bosses, best Loomians, and just the event in general. So I would recommend go checking that video out straight after this one. Also, there is another video where we checked out the whole update, which you can check out. I think I'll put it in the information card, or maybe I'll put it on after the end of the video. So remember to check that out as well. Anyway, on to the event Loomians. Now, obviously, we have the Noli Loomian, where what happens is you get this Metronette after you beat the boss for free, and then it is able to be caught in the wild. As you can see, this isn't actually the one you get from the fight. This one is right here. This one is the one you get from the fight. It always has a nimble nature, I heard. It's level 30 and it has 300 TPs, which I thought was kind of weird. Why not just give it 500? Kind of odd, I can't lie. Anyway, yeah. I got this one in the wild, like, soon after the... Oh, and also something else I did get, after I finished recording that last video, was a... It wasn't this. This thing, right here. A Gamma Gleaming Kabunga. Pretty cool, right? I mean, I was pretty stoked. Only thing is, though, I don't know how I'd use this, because I think it would depend on, like, how it evolved, and it doesn't really have great stats, if I'm being totally brutally honest. So I don't think we will be using that. Other Loomians that you have are, like it said in the title, or not necessarily in the title, but the start of the update was a Dusket, a skeleton Dusket. Now I'm going to see if I can try finding one in, like, I'm going to pop some Lumi Boost tokens, so let's see if we can find one just to show it. And would you look at that, we found the Dusket. Now, I think this thing's a 1 in 2,000 chance to get, so you definitely, if you do get this, it's definitely going to be pretty rare. I doubt it's going to be that rare though, because I'm pretty sure other people are going to be after it. But yeah, here it is, that's how it looks. If I don't catch it, then I'm not really bothered, I'm going to be hunting for this thing anyway. Let's go ahead and spare, see if we can actually get anywhere with this. Nah, it's going to take a while. This is going to take a while. Okay, so I've somehow managed to find a normal Dusket. Don't know how I've done that. Absolutely no clue. I'm probably going to get hit. I'm actually going to die here. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, so kinda off subject, but oh, hey, we found a fan. Hello, Oreo Muffin. Oreo with a 3 instead of an O, well, with a 3 instead of an E, and then a 1 instead of an I. Yeah, this is so cool. Hi. Help me get this boy. Oh, looks like I helped him get the Noli Metronette. Well, I'm always happy to help, Oreo Muffin. Thank you. And it looks like our Lumi Boost is coming to an end. Yeah, we're gonna forget about the last 50 seconds of that. We'll go ahead and what's his name? How do you get mounts? They come with mastery, and there's other ways of getting them with quests. I think I should make a separate video on that and how to get the mounts, because I've got quite a few mounts actually. Let's go ahead and saddles. Yeah, I got loads of mounts, so we'll probably make a video on how to get them. But yeah, thank you, Oreo Muffin. Anyway, let's check our haul. So obviously we got the skull, we got the cube point free skin, and we got a, well, I'll show you that in a second. So firstly on the agenda, the Dusket skeleton. It has a frail and robust nature, which is kind of trash. But yeah, it has harmonized. When inflicted with a status element by an opponent's move, the opponent will be inflicted with the same element. Return to center, and look at that. Here it is. Looks pretty cool, you know. I think this is a returning thing from cool animation. Yeah, it is a returning thing from the last Halloween update. But this guy is actually not a follow. This is a new one. It has the ability Madcap with strength with increased strength and using reckless attacks. I'm pretty sure I already have one of these. I was looking to evolve it, but like I kind of messed that up. And it doesn't have the greatest stats, but it's still my great boy. Now I have an Alpha Kabunga, which I don't really need to catch, if I'm being honest. I already got this one, so now I've got an Alpha and a Gamma. That's great. Okay, we also pulled this normal one as well. This is pretty weird actually. I don't know how I managed to arrive at this, but yeah, this is definitely going to go into the Alphas and Legendaries box. So is this dude, and these are all going to come together. And we're going to chuck these two over here, and yeah, organization is an all-time high. I'm not trying to rename that. Yes. So yeah, on to how to beat the new bosses. Now, as you can see, there are 3 you kind of have to beat to get the crystals, and this first one here is Metronette. Now, as you saw in the last video when I beat not only Metronette, the Harvesect swept. And seeing that I have a Harvesect, that's probably the best bet here. If you have a Harvesect, you use that because it's quite effective, and Paratize is just a great move for Harvesect because it heals its HP, and as you know, with its ability Soul Harvest or the Soul Drain or something like that, it doesn't actually have energy and uses HP as energy. Now for the Nightmare version, it's not going to completely carry, so you might need maybe like a square 1 Loomian just to get the stats down, because it still does crazy damage. For the Imperior, what you want to do is I think you can still, for the normal one anyway, you can still use Haversect with Paratize, but I'm not sure about the Nightmare one. Yeah, I assume it's probably going to be the same thing, except I think it has a fire type move, and I think one of these guys, I think the Imperior has Primal Slash, which is actually super effective against Haversect, which you're going to have to watch out for. But as long as you maneuver it correctly, you should be alright. Now, for the cake guy, I forgot his name, Hoganosh. For Hoganosh, it's going to be pretty difficult actually, because this thing isn't actually weak to Bug, and I'm pretty sure it's good against Bug, because it has the move Fiery Fondue, which is a pretty trash move, but in terms of using Haversect, it does counter it. This thing is weak to water, air, and ground, so if anything, I would probably bring on maybe, yeah, of course, I'd bring on Dregadine, because it has Air Blade, which is 70 base power, but once it Soul Burst, and since the move is also Stab, and also I've got crazy high ranged attack, yeah, it's going to be a wrap. And also, if you're playing with a bot, then, and if the bot dies easily, you still got that remorseless attack boost. So yeah, that will definitely help, and I think Dregadine would definitely be the best bet. Well, any flying type Loomian, or maybe if a water type like Shrimp Host. But I'm pretty sure it does have pretty good physical defenses, so you might have to watch out about that, because you won't run into a battle where you don't know if you're going to survive or not. Okay, so I'm sure they had more reskins, because last night they shut down to add some more reskins, but I can't actually find any of them. So that means we're going to have to call that a video from here. If you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing and liking. If this video did help you out, comment down below, and if you've ever seen me in a game, like Muffin has, he said hi. That is completely fine, I will definitely say hi back. Even if I'm doing a video, I'll say in chat, you'll get a shout out, it'll be great.